he had. If we are able to follow those, then inshallah success will come, and our love for Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be proven, and therefore our love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be proven, and therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant us Jannah. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين.
تكبير الله تكبير الله
تكبير الله تكبير.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. With all of your permission, I am speaking in English. Brother, today is the celebration of Prophet Muhammad, whom we know is the best human being ever born in this world. And the writers and the admirers and the historians all made him as 100 most influential people ever born in this world and will be born in this world. He was, is, and will be number one. Today, I am honored and privileged to introduce you, to bring you here, your brother, your friends, your leaders, your admirers, and the best among all the best who are running for the mayor of the New York City. For us, for everybody, he is number one. He was number one. He will be number one. He is John Doe, our brother. He is here to greet you. I do not want to take much of your time, but I wanted to request you, brothers and sisters, after he leaves, you will go to each and every homes, each and every relatives, each and every friends whom you know. Ask them if they want their future, their children's futures, their children's futures, your great-grandchildren's future. He is the only one who will make sure that you live in this city, which is one of the best cities in the world, the capital of the world, with prosperity, dignity, because he is one of you. Thank you, my brother and mentor, whom I serve, John Doe.
Assalamu alaikum. Rashid always overdoes it with the introduction. Thank you, Brother Rashid. But please do not put me in the same sentence as our Prophet Muhammad, who we celebrate and honor today. This is a very special privilege for me to be here, and I want to give greetings to all the brothers and sisters as well. It's a very special time in our city. Our city here in New York, a place where we have adopted as our new home as immigrants who work hard and really give our blood, sweat, and tears to take care of our families, our children, our loved ones. And we work hard in pursuit of the American dream. And that's always been what the promise of New York City has been, that if you come here, you work hard, you dream big, and then you work even harder, you can achieve great success. But I fear that in recent years, it's been much more difficult. The playing field is no longer level, it is severely tilted towards the rich and powerful. If you have money, you do well in New York City. If you don't have money, it'll be much more difficult. If you're a big company, you get all the favors. If you're a small business, you have to work twice as hard, 3 times as hard, just to maintain position. And that is not what New York City is supposed to be about. This is not the city that we came to. It's time we make some change. Change to level the economic playing field. Change to ensure that our kids are learning in school instead of just always being tested. Change to make sure that our schools are being run as places of learning instead of business entities. Change that will ensure that people have decent places to live, because we do need to build more affordable housing throughout the city. Change to ensure that everybody's treated fairly by government and even the police, where we have seen, particularly in this community, I think unfair surveillance and spying of people for no reason, other than the fact that they're Muslim. We have our children and families having to choose between observing important Muslim holidays and having the kids go to school. And even masjids across the city where city agencies are really not treating them as if they are places of worship, where you have all sorts of hassles from the Department of Buildings, the Department of Finance, many of these important issues that affect us on a daily life and are responsible for by city government. And yet government is not answering the responsibility or even paying attention. And in some cases worse. Sometimes we're better off. We're not even asking help from government, we just want them to leave us alone. But that should not be the way, because we all pay our fair share of taxes. We all have our own burdens. And we need government not just to leave us alone, but actually help us. Help us, because that is the government. That is the responsibility of government. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. That is what government in America is about. And that is why, in many cases, we came to this country. We came to New York in the first place. It's certainly the reason that my family immigrated here in search of the American dream. And it's our right to participate. And I'm asking you here today, as we celebrate Prophet Muhammad's birthday, that we have, as much as we are aware of everything, we have to participate by exercising our right to vote as our most fundamental voice. Most fundamental voice every year to vote at the ballot box, because that is the best way as a collective community for us to exercise our right to be heard. This year was a huge election, a big election for mayor, for city council, for borough presidents, for other positions in the city. And this is a great year for us to exercise the ability to be heard. And it's always in the vote that people are heard. I can tell you, I have not been in politics my whole life. Most of my life had nothing to do with politics. Growing up as an immigrant kid here, I never ever imagined or thought of running for office. And I studied mathematical physics in college, nothing to do with politics. Professionally, I'm an actuary, nothing to do with politics. I was a manager at a company called PricewaterhouseCoopers, nothing to do with politics. But I went into politics as a form of giving back to this great city that gave me and my family tremendous opportunities. And I ran for city council 12 years ago, and I won that election. It was a very difficult election. People said, there's no way I can win. I said, why can't you win? Why can't I win? And they said, well, you can't win because no one's done it before. No Asian American had been elected to the city council before. I said, well, there's got to be somebody that gets it. And even though there were many Asian Americans who ran for city council before, nobody had made it. Well, I said, well, I think if we work hard and we stay together and we struggle for this goal together, then I think we could do it. And with the support of many people at the time, members of the Jamaican Muslim Center, and living in Flushing, which is where my district was, we were able to win that election 12 years ago, against all odds. And I became the first Asian American member of the city council. Should have been a long time ago. But I guess better late than never. It happened in 2011. And 4 years ago, after serving in the city council for 8 years, I decided to take a shot at city controller, because my background was in finance, and I had already gained a deep knowledge of city government. I ran for city controller. People said, why are you running? You can't win. And I asked, well, why can't I win? And they said, well, because no one like you has done it before. It's never been done. I said, well, it's got to happen at some point. And so we banded together, we had strategy, we worked hard, we struggled towards this goal, and by the end of 2009, I was elected New York City Comptroller, the Chief Financial Officer of the greatest city in the world. And we showed them that it could be done. Now we are in 2013, and I'm running for mayor of New York City. And people are asking me, why are you running? You can't win. And I asked them, what do you mean I can't win? Why can't I win? And people say, well, because it's never been done before. Someone like you can't get elected mayor of New York City. Well, you know what? I think we've heard all that a long time ago. We've heard it all before, and through every one of my elections, it's been difficult. They throw all sorts of things at me. And now in 2013, no one can criticize the work that I've done as city controller, vigorously saving your money, taxpayers' money, through auditing city agencies and carefully scrutinizing contracts, earning money in the capital markets through our pension investments. No one can criticize the work that I've done. So instead they throw these allegations of fundraising irregularities at me. I fundraise like every other candidate in this city. In fact, I'm proud of the fact that we have stricter fundraising standards. But for some reason, bless you, for some reason, I'm the only one who gets investigated in the fundraising. That's okay. I've been through this before. We all know that sometimes, a lot of times, we have to work twice as hard, 3 times as hard, just to get to the same place that other people can get to. And we don't complain about that. I certainly don't complain about that, because I do this so that my kids and your children won't have to go through the same kind of double standard. That's exactly why we need to exercise our voice. We need to get out there to vote. And this year, I ask you to come out to support, to not only support me in this election, but just to come out to vote. Because the more we show our numbers, the greater impact we have on the policies and the decisions that get made here in New York City and in America itself. This is what we have called our new home. We're here. We're not going back anywhere. People may tell us to go back to where we came from, but we're here. And this is where we pay taxes. This is where our homes are. This is where our kids are going to school. We are invested in New York City and America. And let's make our voices heard in this year's election. I want to thank the Imam for giving me this time. I don't want to take too much more, but I just want to say, as always, it's a pleasure to be with all of you brothers and sisters. Thank you so much.
Takbir. Thank you very much, Mr. John Low, who is our friend, and we will try our best, because you are our man, and we need to see you in mayor office, and you will be the mayor. And it is our desire. Mr. John Low, always he is with us, and always he is helping for us, and we should help him too. He is our man. He's our friend and he's our leader. Thank you very much, Mr. John Low. And now we want to give the appreciation for our brother, one of our brother, you know him. He's your friend, yes. Brother Lutful Haq Chaudhary, who for designated community service to establish peace and harmony in this society. The American Muslim Center, that means AMC, is presenting to the Lutful Haq Chaudhary. Lutful Haq Chaudhary, please, brother Lutful Haq Chaudhary, come and take the award of appreciation.
Congratulations. Well, you want to present this? This is an award presented by the American Muslim Center, an appreciation award presented to Lutful Haq Chaudhary for distinguished community service to establish peace and harmony on the 4th Annual International United Seerah Convention, New York City, May 19, 2013. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, Jazakallah.
Takbir.
Takbir. Takbir. Jazakumullah. We want to see Mr. John Low every time. You know, whenever we make a program, he is with us. He is with us. Inshallah? Say inshallah.
Inshallah.
I know. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Allah will guide him in right path. Everybody, Allahumma ameen.
Azan.
Now, Abdul Rahman, he will call Azan. Abdul Rahman, or Rahmatullah. Oh. Inshallah, Brother Rahmatullah, Imam, ex-Imam of Ursad Masjid, he will recite from Quran al-Karim, then Azan and Salat, inshallah. And you know that after Salat, inshallah, you will see, and Habibullah Bilali is coming. Yesterday you did not hear his lecture. He said today he will make long bayan, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم فأين تذهبون إن هو إلا ذكر للعالمين لمن شاء منكم أن يستقيم وما تشاءون إلا أن يشاء الله إلا أن يشاء الله رب العالمين
Bayatul Ridwan, Mustafa Hussain. He will.
शुक्रिया हज़रत, अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला की जज़ाए खैर और आप सबको भी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, मोहम्मद का गम जिसके सीने में है, मोहम्मद का गम जिसके सीने में है, जहां भी रहे वो मदीने में। बारगाह रिसालत में चंद अशार पेश करने की कोशिश करूंगा महरुल कादरी साहब के। सलाम उस पर, सलाम उस पर, सलाम उस पर के जिसने बेकसों की दस्तगीरी की। सलाम उस पर के जिसने बेकसों की दस्तगीरी की।